So this is a right angle triangle, and you know this is adjacent side. Okay, this side is not fixed, right? The adjacent side depends upon the angle. For this angle, this side is the adjacent side and this side is the opposite side, for particularly for this angle. And this hypotenuse is always what? Fixed, right? Similarly, if I take the example of this triangle, for this angle A, for the angle A, so this B is the adjacent side and A is what? Opposite side, and C is the hypotenuse. Similarly, for this angle A, this is what? Adjacent side, this is opposite side, and this one is what? Hypotenuse. Okay, all right. So similarly, the adjacent side and what? Hypotenuse is always fixed. So adjacent side and opposite side depends upon the angle, right? But according to Pythagoras, if you go to Pythagoras technique, so if this is the angle, this is called what? Opposite side, and we can call this is perpendicular, right? Similarly, for this angle, this is what? Adjacent side, and we also can call its base. But hypotenuse is always fixed. Okay, the longest side, the largest side, the longest side of a right angle triangle is always what? Hypotenuse. And the adjacent and perpendicular, I mean the opposite sides, depends upon the what angle you are taking, right? So also I taught you in the last class some ratio. If the ratio is what? Perpendicular to hypotenuse, I mean opposite side to the hypotenuse, then we call this is what? Sine. Similarly, the short form is what? Sin, sine we call. And this is cosine, cos, tangent, tan, and cotangent, cot. Similarly, secant we call sec, cosecant we call cosec, right? And this is the short form, and the ratio is given here, and according to the triangle it is given here. Okay, and you can notice here. Okay, so what I can do, consider it is a right angle triangle, right? So if this angle is the A, this one is called what? Adjacent angle, and this is called what? Opposite, and opposite, not adjacent angle, this is called adjacent side, this is called opposite side, and this one is what? Hypotenuse, right? So if I ask you, write the sine A in the form of ratio, then how can you write? Opposite side upon what? Hypotenuse. Okay, if I ask you cosec A is exactly the reciprocal of sine, hypotenuse upon opposite side. Got the point? Therefore, what I can write, if I want to write sine A, I also can write 1 upon cosec A. Any question? Because you can see sine A is the reciprocal of cosec. You can see opposite by hypotenuse, and this is what? Hypotenuse. So in place of sine A, you can write cosec A. Similarly, in place of cosec A, you can also write 1 upon sine A, or reciprocal of sine. Any question? No question. So similarly, if I write cos A, so for this triangle, you can see if I write cos A is what? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. So what I can do? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Similarly, if I write sec A, it will be what? Hypotenuse upon adjacent, ADJ. Similarly, you can see here cos A and sec A just reciprocal. So similarly, I can write sec A is the reciprocal of cos A, or cos A is the reciprocal of what? Sec A. Any question? No question. Similarly, if I go for tangent and cotangent, they are also reciprocal to each other. So similarly, in case of tangent, I mean tan A, what I can write? Perpendicular upon base or opposite upon adjacent. So cotangent, or in the short form you are writing cot, is what? Adjacent upon opposite, right? So here we can see tan A is what? Reciprocal of, cot. Reciprocal of cot A, right? Similarly, cot A is also reciprocal of tan. Is it visible? Okay. Any question? Now consider this is a right angle triangle. Okay. And I am taking this angle A. A is the angle. Okay. This is what? Adjacent side. This is what? Opposite side. And this is what? Hypotenuse, right? According to Pythagoras, you know that the square of hypotenuse is equal to what? The sum of the square of what? Adjacent. ADJ, adjacent square plus opposite square, right? Or if I write in the form of side, I can write AC square equal to what? AB square plus BC square. Any question? No question, right? So we have one ratio. Okay, there are certain things I want to tell you that if you write sine A into sine A, that will be sine A square. Twice you are writing. If anything, if you are writing, that is called sine A square. Okay, so we can write like this, or we can write the square, we can write here, that we can call sine square A. Okay, either you can write outside in the bracket square, or you can write in this form. So if you write sine A square, then that will be some different meaning. Okay, that is some different meaning, because that is different thing. So sine A into sine A, sine whole square, sine A whole square, or sine square, you can write in this form. Okay, if you are writing, then this square is only for A, not for sine, right? So these are some of the things you should remember. Now, for example, we have sine square A plus cos square, right? So sine A means what? Opposite to hypotenuse. So instead of sine square A, what I can write? Can I write BC upon AC? Are you following? Sine means what? Opposite upon hypotenuse. So this is a BC and this is AC. Since it is square, I can write like this. So instead of cos square, if I want to write in the ratio of side, how can I write? AB upon AC square. So this square is for BC and this square is for AC. So can I write BC square upon AC square plus what? AB square upon AC square. So later the same will become what? AC square. Then what we can write? BC square plus what? AB square. And you can see here BC square plus AB square is equal to what? AC square. So therefore the denominator is also AC square and the numerator also AC square, and both will become cancelled and it is becoming what? 1. So therefore whenever you find sine square A and cos square A is always equal to what? Yeah, it's always equal to 1. So you remember. So remember these things. So sine square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. And remember, this angle must be equal to same angle. If the angles are different, then the value also will be changed. Any question? No question. Similarly, suppose if I am writing sec square A minus tan square A. This is one right angle triangle. This is A. Okay, this is A, B, C. For sec, how can I write from this triangle? In place of hypotenuse, what I can write? AC square over AB square minus BC square minus AB square. Any question? No question. So in the next step, what I can write? AB square is the what? LCM. So then how much it will be there? AC square minus BC square. And you can see according to Pythagoras, AC square equal to what? AB square plus BC square, right? But if I change BC, so AC square minus BC square, what we are getting? AB square. Are you getting the point? So if it is interchanging, then you know the value according to the equation. So now in place of AC square minus BC square, what I can write? AB square. Let me write here. AB square, and denominator also AB square. Final, how much you are getting? 1, right? So similarly, sec square A minus tan square A is also equal to 1. So this is also one relationship you can remember. Any question? So these are the trigonometric equations. Okay, there are many things is coming ahead. Okay, so I can give you one more example. Now it is your work. Cosec square A minus cot square A will be equal to 1. It is your work. It is your work you have to prove. You have to take left hand side, then finally you have to bring right hand side. This is your work. Okay, so therefore we came to know 3 square relationship. One is what? Sine square A plus cos square A equal to 1. Or yeah, similarly what I said, sec square A, I can write here, sine square A plus cos square A equal to 1. Are you getting the point? If I want sine square, then cos square A. Cos square, we can change the side. So then if I want sine square A, how can you write? 1 minus cos square A. In future, sometimes if I ask you sine square A, quickly you will say 1 minus cos square A. So if I want cos square A, we can change the side. So cos square A will be how much? 1 minus sine square A. Any question? No question. So these are some relationship. Similarly, we came to know sec square A minus tan square A equal to 1. If I want sec square, that we can take tan that side. How can I write? Sec square A equal to what? 1 plus tan square A. Similarly, if I take tan that side, 1 will come this side. How can I write? sec square a minus 1, which is equal to what? Tan square a. Yeah, this is very easy, right? Similarly, you have to prove cos square a minus cot square a equal to 1, right? Equal to 1. Okay. So then if I ask you cos square a, how can you write? 1 plus cot square a. Are you getting? Are you following the things? Okay. Similarly, if I take cot that side, 1 will come this side. How can I write? COSEC cosec square a, cosec square a minus 1, which will be equal to what? Cot square a. Okay. So these are the relationship we can use in our trigonometry, right? Okay. Any question? No question. Consider we have one question. 1 plus cot a whole square plus 1 minus cot a whole square, which will be equal to 2 into cosec square a. You have to prove. You have to take this left hand side, then you have to get the right hand side. Okay, now let us take left hand side, shall we? So I am taking what? Left hand side. What is written in the left hand side? 1 plus what? Cot a whole square plus 1 minus cot a whole square. This is left hand side and that is right hand side. We'll get the right hand side now. Now you can see this is a plus b whole square. Do you know a plus b whole square? Okay, so we can write a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b cot a. Are you with me? So this is a square, this is b square plus 2 into a into b. This is first one. Then I am writing next, sorry, plus sign I gave. So now a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2 into a into cot a. Are you with me? Now in the next line, what we can see, this is plus 2 something and this is minus 2 something. What? Cancel, negative positive cancel. So we have what? 1 square 1 plus what? Cot square a. Again we have 1 plus 1 plus what? Cot square a. So what you can do? 1 plus 1 how much? 2. Can I write here 2? 2 plus 2 cot square a. Okay. So if I take 2 as a common factor, here what is the balance? 1 plus what? Cot square a. Are you following? So then finally I can write 2. 1 plus cot square a. If you remember, where is that? 1 plus cot square a is what? Yeah, cosec square a. So in place of that, we can write CSEC cosec square a. And this is what we got right hand side. Any question? No. Very easy trigonometry. So therefore, we can prove that 1 plus cot square a plus 1 minus cot square a equal to 2 into 2 what? Cosec square a. This is what it is proved. You got the point? Any question? No question. Similarly, we have one question. Sine a divided by 1 plus cos a plus 1 plus cos a divided by sine a, which will be equal to 2 into cosec a. So you have to prove this one. COSE. You remember my handwriting? Okay, this is C. So similarly, we can take what? Left hand side. So if I take left hand side, what will the LCM? 1 plus cos a into sine a. Are you getting the point? So when the LCM is divided by this one, will get sine. Sine into sine what? Sine square a plus. So when you multiply this one, what will happen? 1 plus cos a whole square. Any question? No question. So later I can open the bracket. I can write what? Sine square a. Then this is what? A plus b whole square, which is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab means 2 into 1 into cos a. Can I write 2 cos a direct? Any question? No question. Divided by 1 plus cos a into sine a. Any question? No question. So later you can see sine square a plus cos square, it will become 1. So I am writing 1 plus, already one more 1 is there, then 2 cos a. Are you following? Divided by 1 plus cos a into what? Sine a. Any question? Denominator same written. Now 1 plus 1 will become what? 2. 2 plus 2 cos a divided by what? 1 plus cos a into what? Sine a. Any question? Now here I will take 2 as a common factor. If I take 2 as a common factor, what is that? 1 plus cos a, again divided by what? 1 plus cos a into sine a. Are you following? Now you can see here 1 plus cos a, here 1 plus cos a. Cancel. Next what we are getting? 2 into 1 upon sine a, not sine a. Are you getting the point? So 1 upon sine a is what? Cosec? Yes. Then we got right hand side. Very interesting. Got the point? So these are the some of the questions, trigonometric questions you can finish, and I will be sharing some questions you will be doing yourself. Okay. Thank you very much.